Performance of qualification welders and welding operator qualification welders. Each welder shall pass a mechanical test prescribed in 11.6 below for the performance qualification, except for the welders making the groove weld with a shield metal arc welding, flux cord arc welding, gas metal arc welding, except short circuiting or gas shield tungstening arc welding may be the alternative qualified radiographic ultrasonic examination prescribed in this paragraph 11.6 below. Welder who welds a welding procedure qualification test plate result with qualified welding performance specs shall be performance qualified by only limits for the essential variables given in 11.4 below. Performance qualification test to groove the butt, fillet, and build up welds, including nozzle over the circular attachments to the shell, shall be made using a groove welded test plate sketch. AW4, AW414, AW20 sketch C, W20 sketch D groove welds on diameters less than 24 inches shall require welder performance qualification using pipe. Satisfactory qualification test results specimens prepared with the groove weld test plates alternative to the radiographic examination shall qualify welder to make up built welds and thickness determine the test plate thickness, fillet welds, and weld build-up in all thicknesses but both the range and essential variables recorded in welder's record welder performance qualification test. See figure 4 W13. 11.1.2 performance qualification test fillet welds only made by using fillet weld test plates. See figures 4.6 sketch A and 4.15 satisfactory qualification test result specimen prepared with a fillet weld test plate shall qualify the welder to make fillet welds in all thicknesses with a range essentials variable recorded in the welder's recorded welder performance qualification test figure 4.13. Qualification welding operators. Each welding operator who welds the tanks being fabricated, repaired, altered, or converted shall be performance qualified. Each welding process under which the welder does welding, automatic welding, and both brake, travel, position welding head with the respect to the work controlled mechanically except for the minor adjustments for such factors plate unevenness, out of roundness, lead angle with the welding head. The welding operator who welds the welding procedure qualification test plate results in a qualified welding performance specification shall be performance qualified. 11.2.1 at 3 foot length weld may be the operator should be radiographed using the technique paragraph in 10.0 above. Qualified the operator performance radiograph shall comply with the acceptance standard of the same section length of the weld radiograph may be that of the test plate production welding. If the weld does not comply with the accepted standard, second of the subsequent 3 foot lengths welded by operator using machine welding procedure shall be radiographed until the operator demonstrates that he or she is capable of producing welds that comply with the acceptable standards. Production welds shall be examined, shall be unacceptable if they do not comply with the minimum requirements for the tank being fabricated. The results of the radiographic examination should be recorded, retained by the facility. Radiographs may be retained or be discarded. Performance qualification test fillet welds only may be using fillet weld test plates. CW figure 4.6.1 and 4.15. Satisfactory qualification test results specimens prepared for the fillet weld test plate shall qualify the welder to make fillet weld thickness within the range of essential variables recorded with the welder's record of welding performance qualification test. See figure 4. W13. 11.3 weldments involving combination process weldings requiring combination process to perform one or more welding operated welders, each welding only the portion of weldment for he or she is a performance qualified. When combination processes are used, welder and welding operator who makes the root pass should be tested only in the means of the 2 root bend specimens instead of the face bend and side bend specimens required in table for W6, and that was etched out. 11.4 essential variables. When the applicable change essential variable is described in paragraph 15.2, which has been etched below, and in the table of W5 or made welders shall be qualified. Alright, essential variables, performance qualification, and flux core, fusion welding, gas metal arc, gas tungsten arc, submerged arc welding, and submerged metal arc welding, joint design, essential variable change requiring qualification, depletion, backing, single welded butt, joint weld, double welded groove welds considered welding and backing. Base materials to change either or both base material with a non-ferrous material shown in the with one P number approximated to table 10 over the non-ferrous material with another P number, the non-ferrous metal material shown except for the change involved in only aluminum. A change of metal base thickness, base metal thickness beyond the range permitted in the table of W6 filler metals. The change of one F filler F number to table of W9 and W11 to any of the F number to any other filler metal not listed in the table of W9 and 11, except for the qualifications under the F number up to include F number 5 shall qualify for the welder for all lower numbers F numbers. Qualification with the F number 2X aluminum filler metal shall qualify to weld for the other filler number 2X filler metal. A changing of the F number will table to W9 to any of the F number or to any other filler metal not listed in table W9 except with a deposited weld metal bare rod covered with the AWS specification conformed with the analysis of the list in the table W10 should be considered the classified F number 6. The mission and 7, the emission addition of consumable inserts, and this is essential variable changes required requalifications. Position addition of the welding positions other than those already listed or those already qualified. See paragraph 9.6. The change from upward to downward, from downward to upward in the progression specified by the passive vertical weld. Electrical characteristics change: spray arc, globular arc, pulse arc, short circuiting arc, vice versa, changing from AC to DC, vice versa, DC welding, electronegative straight polarity to electropositive, reverse polarity, vice versa. Shielding gas or flux, emission of gas back in the gas shield arc welding process technique, a change of one welding process to another welding process or combination of welding processes. 11.5 test joints. 11.5.1 Information regarding essential variables. Paragraph 11.4 is above. The base material of the filler metal welding position section should be recorded with the facilities record of welder's performance qualification test prepared. Each welder qualified figure 4.13. Other to detail the essential variables of welding performance specification being used shall be used for the following, making the performance qualification except for the otherwise allowed below. For the post-sweet weld heat treatment welder performance test, coupons may be omitted. For the dimension of the test and the length of the weld shall be sufficient to provide required test specimens. If alternative qualification radiographic is used in the groove welds and permitted with the paragraph 11.1, the minimum length of the radiograph or ultrasonic inspected and evaluated in place should be 6 inches and shall include a start and stop in each pass along the length of the weld. The dimension of the welding groove of the test joint with the double weld with the groove joints and single weld with groove joints with or without backing strip shall be the same as those of the welding performance specification. Facilities that have qualified the dimension and fillet weld shall be shown in figure W6 sketch A. Alright, carbon alloy steel with a welder qualified with a welding carbon alloy steel except the authentic stainless steel P8 with the test plate shall be used with the base number PN numbered and the P number and numbered with the production weld except for the carbon steel P1 base metals may be used in qualification text following limitations. The total alloy content base metal for the carbon steel base metal is substituted with it shall not exceed the nominal 6%. Total alloy content with welded metal should not exceed the nominal 6%. When the welder is qualified to weld with the alloy base steel that the total alloy contains exceeding the 6% carbon steels may be used at the performance qualification testing with a F41 filler metal table of W11. No preheating heating is required. When alloy steel filler melters are permitted, paragraph 11.5.3.1 above used on the carbon steel plate, the test specimens are preheated, post-heated in accordance with the welding performance specification. Authentic stainless steel's nickel-based alloys welders are qualified to weld on authentic stainless steel P8 metal, nickel alloy P41 metal, carbon steel plates P1 may be used for performance tests. When a welder is qualified with using the F5 filler metal, the welding and metal analysis A7 and A8 joined with the P1 or P8 base metals themselves, each for the other carbon steel plate may be used for the performance qualification test, performance qualification test A8, A9, 5, F5 filler metals with one or more combination of P1 or P8 base metals will qualify all combinations of these base metals. Test specimens. For the qualification test, weld should be visually inspected, welded with condition, no grinding after completing the weld in accordance with the paragraphs 14.5 and 14.10 below, except for the reinforcement may be up to 1/8 of an inch. Welding performance qualification mechanical testing type of the number test. This specimen required together with the range of thickness of the material of the welders qualified by use of giving thickness to the test plate is shown in the table of W6. Alternative qualification radiographic examination of the groove welds is used permitted within paragraph 11.1 range. If the thickness of the material of the welder is qualified shall be the same as mechanical testing table W6. Test specimens removed from the welded test plate and only ordered but in a manner with a similar shown in figure W20 sketch C and W20 sketch D. All test specimens shall be prepared and tested meet the requirements prescribed in the applicable portions of the paragraph 60, 70, and 90 of the appendix. Alternative qualification radiograph or examination groove welds are permitted in paragraph 11.1 radiographic, except in standards applicable portions of paragraph 10.0 above that shall be used. 11.6.4, the number of test plates and set of test specimens required for the table of 4.6 shall be prepared and test provided with the performance qualification each weld with the test position. This will be used in the fabrication, repair, alteration, conversion of tanker car tanks. 11.7. The retester. Welder who failed the performance qualification test may be retested under the following conditions. If one or more of the test specimens described in the W6 table fails to meet the requirements or if the qualification fail has been with the alternative qualification by the radiographic examination, paragraph 11.6 above. When a retest is made without further training or practice, the welder should make two tests of two test welds for each type of test position on which the welder failed, all of which shall meet the requirements. The welder has further training and practice. Complete retests shall be made for each test position which the welder failed to meet the requirements. If the performance qualification has tested with the radiographic, if the retest shall be the radiographic examination method. Renewal qualifications 11.8. Renewal of qualification welder welding operators use to fabricate, repair, alter, convert, and tanker car tanks required under the following circumstances. The welding operator not using a specific process when he or she was qualified with the employer prior period exceeding 6 months. With renewing qualifications under the paragraph shall be made with all the positions which weld with the performed in accordance with the table W2. When the specific reason question of the welder's ability to make the weld that meets the specification renewal qualification under the subparagraph shall be made in all positions in which welding is performed in accordance with the table W2. Table W6 has a performance qualification test record. It's on a test plate. The type of the weld, thickness of the plate, and the finish of the weld. Welded in inches. Visual inspection test. Bend test. Face, root, side. Number of specimens. T-joint break. Macro etch test. Qualified inches. And you have 3 different grooves. Thinnest plate is less than 3/8 of an inch. 3/8 of an inch is greater. The test plate is greater than 3/8 of an inch, but less than a half inch. The groove is ½ inch over, and fillet option 3/16 to 1/2 inch. Fillet option 2B 3/8 of an inch. All those are visual screen inspection, and then they have test on plate, type of weld, outside diameter, inches, number of position, L position 5G and only, face, root, side bend 5G and 6 position only. Face, root, side bend, macro etch, outside diameter, qualified plate, pipe, wall thickness, qualified inches, minimum, maximum, 3 grooves, 3 fillet operations. Chapter 12, weld procedure qualification.